What's up, guys? Working on the free to play, just kind of giving you guys an update. It's late. Just doing some B5 runs. Got my teams a little bit quicker now, a little bit, but that's mainly because of what I pulled today. Yeah. So I pulled a 5, but not a real nat 5. I pulled a fake 5 with one scroll. So yeah. After I summoned Zeros on my main account, I was like, from now on, no matter when I summon, I'm going to be videoing it, streaming it, whatever. It's going to be on tape. And I had one scroll today because I was doing the level day and I needed one piece of fodder. And I got lightning and this thing popped out, 5 stars, awakened. I mean, I've summoned 12 scrolls on this account. So, cool. She's awakened. She's comparable to the water one. They're both amazing despair units. So while I'm not going to use her primarily for clearing TOA, I'm going to use her to help me with giants for the short term. Yeah, so cool, just giving an update on that. Right now we're kind of in the middle of that. I got most of my units 5'd right now. This one I also got 5'd. I'm almost out of crystals from everything I've saved up. The only one I haven't gotten around to is Kona. I've been messing with the wind, but I'm also building some stuff up so I can at least do one round of world boss every day. I don't know how much I'll get. I think you get 2 or 3 things. Well, you never know, right? Yeah, so just the grind continues. I didn't really make very clear in the last video, but yeah, I'm not constantly just attacking the TOA floors, right? If I'm not leveling something to 5-star or whatever, every bit of energy and everything I get every single day is going to giants runs, right? That's all I'm doing right now. And right now I can farm on auto B5 very effectively. I'm very close to being able to do B6 effectively. So I think there was a little bit of confusion. While I advocate doing TOA as much as you possibly can every single month until you can get it clear, at the very same time you're not going to be able to do much if you're not constantly farming runes and upgrading your units. So you shouldn't be doing one or the other, though. You should be doing a healthy mix of everything. That's kind of the quickest way to really progress in this game. And there's a lot of people that are kind of hitting me up like, hey, you need to do this and this and instead of this, and it's like, do them all. It's the same concept of you should be clearing your wings at the same time every day too. You know what I mean? So these are things to kind of think about when you guys are doing your free to plays and stuff like that. The reason we want to focus on TOA as well as the runes and everything is because a lot of you like to use your crystals and crap for summoning, right? A lot of veteran players tell people, though, don't use those crystals for summoning. Use them for refills. And other players are like, well, we don't have any good units. I need to use them on summons until I get good units. No, use them on refills right out of the gate. Focus on progressing. You can build a Giants team without nat 5s. Period. You can build a GB10 team, and I will show you when we get there. And then as those units get better and you get better runes, at the same time you should be progressing up into TOA as much as you possibly can, right? Okay? And the reason why is because if you're not blowing summons on that, you're getting good loot, crystals, scrolls, whatever. The farther and farther you can progress up. If you can do GB10, you should be able to clear TOA 100 easily. That's just the way to, you don't need that good of stat. If you can do GB10 to the point where you're getting 6-star runes, a couple weeks of farming, you should be able to easily clear TOA 100. So yeah, those two are hand-in-hand progression. You should not be doing one over the other first. I guess I wasn't very clear on that. But yeah, the main reason I want to do a free-to-play TOA series is because most of you guys put off doing this. And it's something, I've been on this account 11 days right now, and it's something that we're working towards getting as high up as we can. Okay, so today we're running out of rune. We are actually running out of time until this reset. We've got 4 days, so we're going to try and clear up a little bit higher today. I'm running low on crystals, but I got most of my stuff kind of where I want it to. So yeah, let's go ahead and give this a whirl, huh? Let me just double check and make sure. Last time we got kind of stuck prior to getting a bunch of stuff 6'd. We got or I'm sorry, 5-starred. We got a bunch of stuff 5-starred now. And we got a good pull. So I am going to use my new 5-star that I got today. This thing right now. I will not use it next month initially to start clearing, because obviously none of you have one of these. You have a, you know, the water one or whatever. I think this is a good comp though. And this is the thing, if I wasn't going to use this, I was actually about to get this up, the 5-star, because basically for this slot, you want ideally three despair units, a heal, you know, and I've got an extra, you know, defense break, whatever. Now, let's, real quick before I jump on this, let's kind of talk about the difference between Bella and Amon, because a lot of people are like, why not Bella? Why not Bella? I should have explained that more. Bella, you definitely want to get, and you want Bella for giants, okay? Bella is far superior to Amon for giants, okay? Not necessarily for TOA. But giants, a big part of clearing that is being able to strip and defense break. And Bella can do both of those things, as well as boost and heal. Because Amon can't taunt the boss, it's less effective. So yes, I definitely, you know, and I just want to stress, guys, this has been a focus. This is not a focus on progressing efficiency, although I do think this is a very efficient way to do it, encompassing all aspects of this game as early as you possibly can. But at the same time, you know, my series is more about clearing TOA as a free-to-play, while I admit there are many other aspects that go into that, which is including and not limited to clearing GB10 at some point. We will, by the time we are clearing TOA 100, we will have been autoing GB10 at the same time, okay? Just want to make that clear, guys. So let's see where we're at today with my new despairs. I kind of got the good setup team I want. And the other nice thing about this Wind Magic Knight, it's got fucking crit lead, which is the tits. Well, that was shitty. I got one stun there. I got a couple stuns there. Let's get you healed up, right? You little minx. Let's get you guys all stunned. This is the beauty of having a triple despair. You just slow, stun, whatever. Shannon's heals, you know. Well, that was a waste. This Magic Knight thing hits hard too. I'm liking it. I like it a lot. I was kind of like, figures. Yeah, I pulled a fake Nat 5 today, but I wasn't upset because I'm like, whatever. It's the free-to-play account. And then I was like, you know, that's actually kind of useful because everything in terms of resources is super limited on the free-to-play. So I was like, well, worst case, it's fodder. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to fodder a 4-star. Maybe Cyan, right? We got the water joker. Is that what's going on today? I'm going to try and get this Brandia. Get this hoe down. Yeah. So, okay, another thing that we're going to be working on in the future here, and this is going to be within the next week or so, I'm hoping. I'm going to be getting a much better piece of hardware to allow my game to not lag and be crystal clear at the same time. So within a week or so, you should see the content putting out on here in terms of the game itself get much clearer. I know the cam is a lot clearer because I got a real cam and I got decent lighting and I still look like shit. But at the same time, the game quality and the lag and the stuttering, that needs to go. I agree with everyone. It's super fucking annoying. So yeah, I got a little bit of equipment coming in. Nothing too pricey, don't worry about that. But yeah, we're gonna try and get this looking a lot more professional, right? That's the goal anyway. All right, let's get this bitch down. So the problem I always have with these is like, do I kill the units or the boss first? And sometimes I wipe a few times because I'm like, here, I'm gonna switch chat channels too. If you guys hadn't noticed, 2238 is kind of my default if I'm hanging out somewhere. So we'll do this first, trying to kill the units. Now these things were fucking rocking me last time. Yeah, these things hit hard, man. Oh, don't kill her, Shannon. Well, the good news is I definitely think we can beat this floor now. Despite losing Shannon, because, well, I don't know if we can beat it this round. Oh, that thing hits so fucking hard, man. You know, Rock's almost max skilled, and he's just not getting those defense breaks like he should be. Come on, man. Where's those procs? Was that on a 2-turn cooldown? That wasn't 5 fucking attacks by any means. He just killed like 3 of my units with that fucking attack. Alright, we're gonna restart that. Motherfucker. Let's think about this. I almost kind of want Kona, right, for the cleanse. But I really need that defense break. You see, if Rock, this is the problem, is if Rock doesn't get that defense break off, we're fucked. You know, and he misses multiple turns, and I need accuracy in order for him to get that off. I need higher accuracy. See, I got some good draw. Oh, I did get this from the shop, my first 6-star. I got that at shop rune. It was a green shop rune, but 6-star crit. So yeah, obviously I'm not running Blade at this point because, you know, if you can get a slot 4. But I do recommend getting for your damage dealers, and he's not a damage dealer, he's a healer. Okay, so this is kind of an important concept in terms of statting. For your damage dealers, I would highly recommend getting a crit slot 4. And the reason why is because that if you crit, you're immediately getting a 50% boost in damage. Maybe more depending on what your crit damage rate is. At the same time, in order to get a 50% increase in attack, you need 2 attack runes because you guys aren't maxing these past 20-30%, right? Math. So these are, these are the tips. This is why I advocate Blade runes initially, just to get that crit up, because that's the fastest way to get additional damage, okay? I'm not advocating them as soon as you can get better runes. So I hope that kind of clears that concept up a little bit. And trust me, guys, if there are things that are not clear, they will become clear. You know, I might not, I'm just shooting from the hip as we're doing this. If it's not clear immediately, it will become more clear as we progress further down. And you guys can ask me or whatever as well, if that makes sense. Okay, we're trying to get some, this is the nice thing about me farming. I've got some good runes already. Decent 5-stars. From farming B5 giants. This is what you should be. I mean, look at these. These are amazing stat spreads. This is a 5-star I got dropped today. From B5, okay? So this is what you should be spending refills on giants, not on summoning. You are not going to get these kinds of rune, without putting in some runs. All right, let's do this instead then. Since we can't seem to find more accuracy. Oh, you know where I've got some? I think I got some on Amon. Amon's got a lot of accuracy, but he doesn't seem to taunt. So, fucking no, man. Like I said, this is kind of the whole thing about TOA is it's an RNG. It's an RNG thing, If you can't beat, I feel like I can beat the Brandy of 4. It might take me 6 fucking tries. And then I can probably shoot up another 10 levels or whatever. We'll see. That was a good roll right there, huh? The other big thing is that I've got this occurred to me too. I've got no stat towers maxed right now, so. Oh, I need to get her on HP if I have it. Do I have an HP here? HP here, I do. Shit, okay. I was gonna say we can get her built up a little bit more. Okay. Let's get her powered up a little bit more. And give it another roll. I feel like we almost had that the first time. I didn't get any stuns on the side unit, so we'll give it another whirl. Oh, there's the accuracy, right? This thing, man, attacks prevents the target from using cooldowns. All right, let's do this. Boom. So my big goal then, we're gonna do some crafts too here, is to get rock and almond eventually on a violent set, and I do have a little bit of crafts here. So while I'm farming giants, I'm going to be crafting violence, and that's because I need violence in order to complete this. And violence are really, this is what you should be doing anyway. I do this as an endgame player on my other account. If I'm farming one dungeon, it's usually with the concept of crafting something from another dungeon. So if I farm dragons all the time, I'll craft stuff from necro or giants. So that's kind of, you know, it's stupid if you're going to be farming one to be crafting the same stuff, unless you really need just one specific type of room. But if you need a lot of everything, you know, maximize those odds. And violence are going to be, you know, we need them. I'm not going to lie, we need them. And this is the whole beauty of the craft system. Otherwise, I would be splitting my time between farming B5, you know, or whatever I can clear. I can clear like 3 or 4 on giants. Man, see, that sucks. Okay, so that's, I didn't get the taunt. I didn't get the defense break. And these things are gonna fucking rock me right now. Oh, that's what we wanted. We wanted that the first time though, so. See, we're all right with that defense, with that defense buff, right, guys? That's why Shannon's so good, man. I have had a couple of people send me messages like, yeah, I'm glad you're fucking talking about Shannon. Most underrated goddamn unit on the whole game. So props to all my Shannon bros out there who know what's up. Don't fuck me up. Oh, Jesus. Fuck, that thing hits hard. I just need the taunt. I couldn't get the taunt. Well, yeah, you're gonna taunt me now. You've got to be shitting me. Account's 11 days old, guys. I know people right now that are 50 that can't beat this level, so yeah. Alright. Ready for some fast forward action? Alright, here we go. Fast forward, see what we can get done. Okay, guys. So while I know I could go further as opposed to wasting energy right now, though, I'm definitely noticing a stat discrepancy. And this mainly has to do with the fact that most of my stats are, not powered where they should be. Ideally, you want everything 15, but a lot of the 5 stars I have aren't even 12, which they should be. So we're going to spend a few more days before I attempt to do 40. And I don't know if I can clear 40. I've only got 4 days before reset, so I'm not sure how hard 40 is going to be. Let's do, we did get another summon though, right guys? Because we managed to clear 30, so. Grim Reaper! I had one of these a while back. Fodder's fodder. You can't, if he may actually, check if he's a recipe. I don't think he is. Power up. No, he's not a recipe unit. Oh, we can actually. I can actually make 2 violence when I get the mana. So I'm gonna do some giants. I'm gonna save some mana up. We'll go from there. Okay. The problem is I'm on B5 right now, and I routinely make the mistake of jumping onto B10 and then wasting 8 energy and getting immediately annihilated. Yeah, and I don't know if I stress this enough, but if you can, what you should do is create a core comp, right? And then get your 50 friends and go use, for the first 40, 50 runs a day, go higher if you can. As high as you can go in giants, using your friends' rep each run, right? Some people have really good reps you can even do 10 with, and that's assuming you're a lower level, but you can. There's a lot of little tricks like that, and people say, oh, I can't get any 50s to be my friend. You can. I mean, I've got people that aren't 50 on my list. And if you're 50 and you're watching, maybe take on a few newer players aside from just the mentee mentor program, just to help them out. Because it does make it's hard to describe unless you're like kind of in this situation, but it makes it a lot more pleasurable to play the game if you're a lower level player and you got a little bit of help from a higher level. Cool. All right, do some farming. We'll come back in a few days, make some crafts, get some stuff done. Sound good? All right, later, guys. What's up, guys? I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode early, and the reason why is because we got about 3 days until TOA resets, and I don't think I'm gonna clear 40 until then, until the next one. So, and I'm also gonna kind of firm up, a few things like why certain things are working and what I'm doing. So I just want to reiterate, first and foremost, that all of your energy that you get should be used right now on autoing and farming giants. You should be trying to upgrade your runes as much as possible. That's assuming you have everything at least 5-starred. If not, save your stuff and your double experiences for level fests. Spend a day then and level up all the way. Okay, but as your energy is refilling on a daily basis, and this is what I'm doing, every single bit of energy is being used to get better runes. And I've got some nice rune, obviously they're 5 stars already, but I've gotten some nice 5-star, even legend drops already. So that's really what you guys need to be focused on, because these things go hand in hand. And the other thing I'm going to kind of clarify too is why the TOA setup, to me, why it works. And what you guys should be kind of shooting, because I think a lot of people don't understand. I talk about this a lot, but and this is how I play this game, is thinking of roles, roles. And for TOA, it's a very simple setup. It's just 3 despairs, a heal, and that could and DPS. That's really what it is. And you don't necessarily need the DPS, because if you can do 4 despairs with a heal, then great, by all means do that. Okay. So I just want to clarify that, that is one of the main reasons why I'm like, and I have done this before. So a lot of people are kind of like, oh, how does this way the best way? I might be, and when I say I'm shooting from the hip, shooting these and stuff, it's more about like what I'm explaining. I'm kind of like, I don't have a thought process in explaining this stuff. So at the same time, I'm kind of just, talking about it as I go. In my head, we have a very detailed oriented structure, of what we're going to do and how we're going to accomplish this. You guys can rest assured that I've done this before and it works. Okay. So yeah, it's not necessarily going to be the most efficient. It will, to me, it's very efficient, but that's me, okay? At the same time, you need to, you know, I'm a big proponent of incorporating all aspects of this game as soon as you possibly can. And that kind of really is what allows you to progress the fastest. Focusing on one area solely does not allow you to progress as fast. So I just wanted to clarify that, you know, as far as TOA is concerned, with the comp I'm running, even though I'm using the Wind Magic Knight right now, to me, the wind and the water are interchangeable units. Yeah, and I know you guys are gonna argue, oh, well, their skills are different. Well, yeah, slightly, but they're both the same. They're both serve the same role, and they accomplish the same thing despite their skills being different. And that's CCing, right? Okay, so I want to make that very, very clear because I don't think I have. Another thing that I realize is people might be wondering where the hell I got that rune. And if you really think about it, I'm sure a few people are like, well, there's only one place you could have gotten that. Obviously, I'm not buying rune packs, let alone tolerance rune packs. That came out of the wishing well. I actually did hit the wishing well, the rune thing, like the 6th day in or whatever. So yeah, I realized that halfway through the first clip of this that I'm like, oh, I just showed a tolerance rune and I'm level 27, which is weird. Yeah. So yeah. Just want to really clarify, you know, while I do advocate clearing TOA, the reason I do that is because you guys tend, especially beginners, tend to waste crystals on summons, and you should not be doing that. You should be wasting crystals, and it's not wasting if you do that, on refilling for giants, getting runes, and then progressing in TOA simultaneously, because you will get summons doing it like that without having to waste crystals. You will progress much, much faster incorporating all of those things in. And you know, use your reps, your friends' reps, to help you go farther and farther in Giants every day. You know, the first 50 runs of the day, I can do more than B6 or B5 or whatever I'm doing because I can go a level up using my friend, you know, my level 50 friends' reps. So these are, you know, tips you guys can use to help you go progress that much faster or whatever. I even used a rep to get up to B4 at level 27 on the Hall of Heroes, okay? And, you know, I'm going to say, obviously, I would never recommend foddering a Hall of Heroes, even as a pay-to-play. I did fodder one sign. I'm going to save one. And you never know. Someone made the point on my stream that, you know, this could be a particular unit that they buff later on. Yeah, always save one, man. That's just kind of the, you know, guys, that's the rule, is always save one of everything just in case. Trust me, as soon as you don't, it will come back to bite you hard, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get this video out there just so you guys can have an update. You know, yeah, we managed to clear 30. We got that mystical scroll. Well, we didn't really get anything from it. And I'm going to be focusing on now getting everything to 5, starting to save fodder for that first 6. And a lot of people say, oh, get your farmer to 6 first. While I don't disagree with that, I want to point out that if you have 50 good reps, that's usually more than enough every day to farm Fame and Hell without needing to have a 6 farmer. Now, if your farmer also happens to be a unit that you use in GB10 and TOA, go nuts, because you just 6'd a unit that you can use across all spectrums right out of the gate, right? Okay. And lastly, if I haven't clarified, Amon versus Bella. Bella is far superior to Amon in Giants, okay? That my next goal for Light Hall, when that day comes, is to get me a Bella, and that's over Darien. I need a Bella much more than I need a Darien, and that is due to the buff strip and everything else. I just want to clarify that, okay? Next video, you guys are coming out, a lot of you free-to-plays that are much farther progressed, that have learned some things, are posting some awesome tips on the comments and stuff. Keep that coming. I'm going to start showcasing your guys' names and your tips and stuff that you guys give, you know, and I can kind of give you guys a little bit of background. I think that'll be a really fun thing to do in the actual next episode, and that won't be for another week, or at least until TOA resets and I get time to shoot and stuff. Remember, guys, if you want to hang out with me, I stream Thursday nights RTA, and we're doing Sundays too. So come hang out Sundays. If you guys go to my Twitch page, you can find out. I'm usually posting the schedule now. We've got most of the outlay line done on the Twitch page, so it's starting to look a little bit classier. Yeah. So, all right, I'll see you guys. Talk to you later. Have a good one.